All right, some people are doubting my credibility in my videos, but I've donned this pawpaw costume in order to give you this straight dope from the Ohio Pawpaw Festival. So listen, children, Daddy's speaking. I'm Austin Cliff. My YouTube channel is @CremDementia. I'm here at the North American Pawpaw Growers Association tent at the Ohio Pawpaw Festival. There has been a bit of confusion regarding the winners of the Ohio Pawpaw competition, specifically the winner of the Biggest Fruit from Rob Meadows. I'm now at the shore of Lake Snowden at a picnic table where it's a little quieter in order to give you guys the full story. Here's what happened. When they announced the Biggest Pawpaw, they called it a Shenandoah. Rob thinks that it is a Susquehanna variety. The issue is that he has to check his notes. Rob Meadows placed with the Biggest Pawpaw, and the variety was a Susquehanna, or so he thinks. He is pretty sure, quote unquote, that it is a Susquehanna, and he does have to check his notes. So this information is subject to change if Rob finds in his notes that it was not a Susquehanna tree. But this is the information that we're going with now. So it's not a Shenandoah. They read Shenandoah. The announcer said Shenandoah. It is, as far as Rob knows at the moment, a Susquehanna. If he checks his orchard notes and finds that it's different, I will be sure to update. So please watch my YouTube videos for the latest in pawpaw information from the Ohio Festival. Now, some people online have also been saying they don't care about the person that grew the plant. They want to know the cultivar. Well, let me tell you this. If you know who's growing the fruits, you're going to be a lot more likely to know what cultivar it is, because you'll know what cultivar those people are growing. For example, George Hale often wins with Shenandoah. He took third place this year with Shenandoah. Most of his trees are Shenandoah. If you bought a fruit from George Hale at the Miram Festival, chances are it was a Shenandoah. Okay? You guys with me? You getting it? Okay, so I'm at the NAPGA tent. There's a bunch of knowledgeable folks that know all sorts of things about pawpaw assembled at the NAPGA tent. There's a wealth of information that you can have at your fingertips by becoming an NAPGA member, like me. Come see me at the tent, and we'll gab about pawpaws. But for now, let's reiterate. Rob Meadows took the largest pawpaw with what we believe to be a Susquehanna this year. First place for best tasting pawpaw went to Kyleen Hale with a Wabash variety pawpaw. Kyleen Hale is George Hale's wife. We made friends with George and Kyleen way back in 2014, I want to say, when my wife Sue and I started coming to the festival. And we've seen them just about every year here since. They are an incredibly sweet power couple that have plantings in both Ohio and Indiana. Just lovely people. And George is not on Facebook, but he's easy to get a hold of if you look him up. Isaac Busby took second place with a Lehman's Delight variety pawpaw. He also was the organizer of the Miram Bluff Festival, which had its first festival this year, last weekend. And he's also involved with the Indiana Fruit and Nut Growers Association. He is also working in conjunction with George Hale and Mark Hildebrand, two former winners, multiple winners at the Ohio Pawpaw Festival. And this is all in the Terre Haute, Indiana area, which is a hot spot for pawpaw genetics. It is where Jerry Lehman's former orchard is located. In third place, we had George Hale with a Shenandoah variety pawpaw. Oh, clear as mud. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe @CremDementia. Now, so I'm at the NAPGA tent. You should know these people who are pawpaw growers of significance, producing all sorts of good, tasty fruit and spreading the good word of pawpaws. So let's go meet some people. It is important to know these people. It's not just about the cultivars. I'm here at the NAPGA tent. I want to introduce you to some of the other volunteers that are at the tent. So your name, sir?
My name's Bill Arndt. I'm from Houston, Texas, and I get up here every year to share pawpaw information.
Cool. Tell me a bit about your trees, how long you've been growing, that sort of stuff.
Let's see, I've been in pawpaws for about, well, actually I'm a Purdue University West Lafayette graduate, and I got introduced to Purdue's back in the early 80s. And I've been growing pawpaws since about 2006. I have a little small area of my house that has about 50 trees, and I've been playing with them, let's see here, it'll be about 17 years, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, so you're based in Houston area, is that right?
Houston, Texas.
Okay, yeah. Now, and the fruits by you ripen super early, right?
That's right.
What time of year?
My fruit actually drops the last week of July, and they're done by the second or third week of August.
Okay, so keep that in mind if you're down in his area. They're going to be ripe way earlier than they are up here in Ohio and where I'm at up in northern Illinois. All right, so I'm going to talk to some other folks. Thanks.
You bet.
Austin here at the NAPGA tent. We're right in front of the Pawpaw tent. I'm here with Jim Dingus. He's got a YouTube channel too. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Jim.
Well, I grew up here in Ohio. The family's from down in Kentucky, and I live in between Columbus and Cleveland. And I got started with pawpaws probably about 5 years ago. Had a great time doing it, and hopefully I can continue on for many more years.
What's your YouTube channel?
My YouTube channel is Pawpaw Chronicles and More with Jim Dingus.
Okay, I'll post a little title right here, and then tell me a little bit about your trees. How many you got? What are you growing?
Well, as far as trees combined all together, and I'm just going to tell you about pawpaws. I've probably got about 200 of them. A lot of seedlings. As time goes on, they get bigger. I graft them over to whatever I want. I'm going to leave a few wild varieties out there, just to bring balance to what I do grow. I have a total of probably about somewhere between 20 to 25 different varieties planted. I do have 19 different varieties inside of my orchard, and other varieties throughout the property just scattered around.
Okay, so remind me of where your orchard is.
It's located in Perrysville, Ohio.
Okay, and what zone are you in, about like a USDA zone, and about what time do your fruits tend to ripen?
Well, I'm in 5B, and what I've come to find with what fruits I have ripen is usually about the first week to the second week of October. But that may change as the cultivars that I've integrated begin to mature and start to fruit.
How's your crop this year? Are you suffering the way others are?
Well, out of 7 trees, I was lucky. Well, I have 1 tree that has 1 cluster. And 7 trees that were big enough to carry fruit, I only have 1 that had 1 cluster of fruit. Bad year.
Yeah, things are tough all over, except in my yard, except they're not ripe yet. So thanks, Jim, and I'm going to go talk to some other folks who are here at the NAPGA tent and get you some names of people you should know. Here with NAPGA President Dan Matisek. Oh, go ahead, Dan. Introduce yourself.
Pennsylvania.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about your orchard.
My orchard contains all fruit varieties. I work with hybridization of plum trees and pears, apples, you name it, I have it in my orchard right now.
Okay, tell me more about what pawpaws you're growing though. What varieties maybe are your favorites or ones that you're growing? Do you have any mature trees yet bearing fruit?
All my original mature trees that would have been producing this year, deer damaged all of those. And,
oh, the frost damage?
No, they buck rubs.
Oh, okay, okay.
So I'm starting back again above that, and I've learned how to protect them better than what I did before.
Okay, so again, a lot of us, you know, are ironing out the kinks in our, it takes time for pawpaw orchards to mature and really start putting out fruit, and you can get those setbacks. Here at the NAPGA tent, we've got members from all over the United States here that are growing them, so you can probably find somebody in your area that is growing the trees and learn a lot of the different challenges and successes people have had in growing them. So Dan, let's talk a little bit about becoming an NAPGA member. Here's a sample form that Dan's got. Can you tell us a little bit about the membership, Dan?
Basically, we have the student memberships. Since we work so much with the college, West Virginia University, Ohio State, we have a student membership, and we have an annual membership for individuals. 2-year membership that we offer, lifetime membership that they incorporated many years ago, and it brings those members in. They work at the booths, and the corporate sponsorship is something new that we're working on in the future here.
Okay, so tell me some about the benefits of a membership. If somebody was, say, growing pawpaws in their backyard and they wanted to become an NAPGA member, what
benefits is we work with the colleges, and we have communication with the groups throughout the country and different scientists, and we kind of get the heads up on different problems that are arising, and the membership, naturally you have your seedlings and that, and in turn we're working to, if you're a member, we're going to be able to supply silence so that you can graft. Every year we have a grafting seminar, and there we'll have rootstock and silent to graft, and we'll teach you in any way we can get you going for grafted trees.
See us at the NAPGA tent here at the Ohio Pawpaw Festival. We have an assembled crew of regional experts here to answer your questions. Think about becoming an NAPGA member. Like and subscribe.